We've got around 29 minutes on the clock in this Champions League match with Newcastle and AC Milan. Just showing you the data there, the stats. And we can see Newcastle here around evens, okay, 2.04. Now, anyway, we plugged in the numbers on this one. And Newcastle looking pretty strong, okay. Team goals overdue 1 in favour of Newcastle. Total goals overdue is 1, in case you wanted to get involved on the goal markets. But current projected match result is a win for Newcastle. And the price on Newcastle is looking pretty good as well. So, look, we can get in nice and early and catch this one ahead of Newcastle potentially taking the lead. So let's back them here at 2.06 while they're looking strong. And, of course, we can always reassess at half-time or a little bit later in the match. Okay, so anyway, from here, we're looking for Newcastle to take the lead. Let's see what happens. 0-0, 30 minutes on the clock. Well, we didn't have to wait long for that one. 34 minutes and Newcastle have taken the lead, okay? So their price has now gone in to 1.41. And if you do recall how strong Newcastle were looking, this is one of those situations where you might just want to leave the profit sitting on Newcastle, at least for a little bit, and see how the match develops, okay? Because they could easily go 2-0 up when they're looking as dominant as they are. So you can see the cash out. We could lock in £90 across all the outcomes, but it's a significant extra profit just leaving it on Newcastle. So look, obviously beginner football traders do tend to like to just cash out and lock it in and move on. However, when you've got the XG in your favour in such a way, well, yeah, there's good indication that you might want to leave that profit on Newcastle. If they go 2-0 up, then yeah, you could potentially lock in even more of that, or not even have to take any action if they're 2-0 up. So anyway, those are all your options, but the important part is that we use the XG to find the opportunity. We spotted it around 5-6 minutes ago, and very quickly we produced a profit. Okay, won't always be as quick as this, but it does show you how effective the XG can be to at least make short-term predictions within these football matches, and that's all we care about really as football traders, the short term. It's all that matters within the match, of course. So anyway, Newcastle 1, AC Milan 0. Very, very quick profit, and you saw how we spotted the opportunity. And interestingly, this match actually finished Newcastle 1, AC Milan 2, with AC Milan turning it around in the second half. And you might be thinking, oh, well, that's not very good. It was expecting a Newcastle win early on in the match. Well, that's the thing, is that it was expecting a Newcastle win at that point in the match. However, in the second half, things started to turn. However, from a football trading perspective, all we really care about is in that moment, okay? Because we wanted to back, say, Newcastle in this example, just we needed them to take the lead, and then we could be out with a profitable trade. And as football traders, that's only what we need to be worrying about, okay? Just that short-term price movement, getting on a team which is likely to score, and then capitalizing when they do score. We don't have to worry about that final score. And to be honest, if anything, we can do further stuff in the latter stages of the match, depending how it's developing. And we've already built up some leverage. So a match turning around with, say, Newcastle taking a lead and then AC Milan going on to win is actually very good for football traders. But anyway, just wanted to make that clear to a lot of the newbies. We do get a lot of people who stumble upon this channel and don't understand what we're doing. Remember, we're trading out. Once we place that bet and we trade it out and we've locked it in, we're not worrying about what happens after that, okay? But anyway, during that little clip there, you might have seen this QR code with Scan Me, and you might have scanned it, or you might just be wondering, what on earth is that? Well, anyway, if you haven't already got this, you can scan that QR code for a free download, okay? XG Football Trading ebook, the prospectus. And if you don't want to scan the QR code, you can also click the link in the description of this video, or just go straight to xgfootballtrading.com, okay? It's a free ebook, and the idea is it's going to detail all you need to know about how to go further with using XG within your in-play football trading, okay? So as said, to get it sent to you, click the link in the description, scan that QR code. We're going to leave it on the screen throughout the rest of the video. Or just go to xgfootballtrading.com. But within the ebook, you're going to learn just why live XG data is the absolute game changer for football traders, and how you can take advantage and profit from this in the future. And at the same time, the main elements of interpreting XG data to find those money-making trades. I've been watching on social media. I've been kind of listening in on some conversations regarding XG, and a lot of people have no clue how to use it. They think they do, but really they don't. Okay, so if you want to learn how to really interpret it, then start with this ebook. Okay, the XG football trading prospectus. As said, put in your very best email address, just scan the QR code, link in the description, or go to xgfootballtrading.com. Okay, there's lots of options for you there, no excuse not to get it. Anyway, we're going to dive right into some more real life football trades using live XG data to try and give you more and more examples of all of this. And we're going to show you some examples now of trying to use that XG data to predict some long shots. Okay, let's see. Let's get into it. Go grab another nice cold beer and let's get into it. So half-time in this match with Salzburg 0, Benfica 2. So Benfica 2-0 up, and you would think maybe this game is over. However, we've plugged in the numbers on this one, and funnily enough, they're expecting a home win. Okay, the expected correct score, if we're just going by the XG, should actually be 2-0 to Salzburg. So what we can deduce from this is that Benfica have got a 2-goal lead against the run of play, probably 2 moments of magic or 2 mistakes or something like that. And really Salzburg are deserving of at least being level, let alone maybe even winning the match. But anyway, first things first, as football traders, which direction do we want to go in? And this looks pretty obvious to me with such a low price to lay. We will lay Benfica here at 1.11. Okay, very, very low risk lay. And we're going to try and see if Salzburg can get back into it. It's what we're expecting. It's highlighted a pretty low risk but high reward opportunity with profit potential there of £500, £55 of exposure. So let's see what happens in the second half on this one. Salzburg 0, Benfica 2. 57 minutes in, and we've got a goal which has gone to Red Bull Salzburg. So as expected, they're starting to edge back into this match, and they've got a goal which, you know, it puts us in a profitable position. Some might be happy with that and might just want to take the profit out at that particular point. But with this particular match, we're going to let the XG decide our destiny, and there's no real need to trade out just yet because the value is on Salzburg. Okay, so the value in this situation is in letting this run. So we're going to let this run and see if Salzburg can level it at 2-2, and only at that point will we then reassess and potentially take any profit out of the situation. So here we are on 58 minutes. It's Salzburg 1, Benfica 2. We're deep into injury time in this one, and Salzburg have not levelled it. They did have an equaliser ruled out by VAR a little bit earlier on, and they haven't managed to make it 2-2 since. So yeah, here we are, and that looks like that is pretty much going to be it. Okay, yeah, Benfica just made it 3-1 actually. So anyway, look, it was worth the go. As you saw, it was worth the go. It was a very low risk lay at 1.11. You're not going to win them all, and obviously I know a lot of people always like to see us share some unsuccessful trades, but I thought we were pretty close on this one. I thought it was some good value. Didn't come off this time, and yeah, it looks like Benfica are gonna win this 3-1 comfortably for them in the end. So yeah, no, we didn't get it on this one, but we can obviously keep trying. Red Bull Salzburg 1, Benfica 3. Looks like that's the final score. We've got a match from Germany here with a potential opportunity in it. So Magdeburg are 2-0 up over Dusseldorf at the moment, okay, at half time. And this is how the market looks. Magdeburg there, 1.18 to lay. Now, I plugged these numbers in, and what's interesting about this is that, yes, Magdeburg are winning this 2-0. However, the XG is indicating that they're not worthy of that 2-0 lead. This match really should be a draw. So as a football trader, your decision really at that point is, do I get involved going against Magdeburg? Some people don't like to take on 2-0 leads. Some people love it. But anyway, this is, all the indications that there could be an opportunity opposing Magdeburg. It's such a low price, again, 1.18. And the excess XG is in the negative which, and you know, we explain this in more detail inside the course, but if that's in the negative, it shows that they've got 2 goals, but they kind of got them from nowhere. We're not watching the match, but it's probably one of those matches where it's 2 moments of magic or something like that. Okay, maybe a free kick. So anyway, these are definitely the situations that we want to get involved in, and we are going to lay Magdeburg at this low price. Okay, 1.18, £45 of risk in the market gives us £250 of profit potential. So anyway, let's see. We're going to just obviously see how the second half develops and take action as and when needed. Okay, FC Magdeburg 2, Dusseldorf 0 at half time, but there could be a twist in the tale. 48 minutes, just a few minutes into the second half, we've already got a goal in our favour to Dusseldorf. Okay, so it's now 2-1, FC Magdeburg 2, Dusseldorf 1, and so that price on Magdeburg has shot up to 1.5 as the market's panicking a little bit. All those people who backed Magdeburg at the low odds are probably scrambling to get out now. There is a potential for a cash out here of £55, £57. It's ticking up as the panic happens. But of course, we've already looked at this and we've seen that the value and the indication is that this should be a draw, this match. It should be level. So we're going to stick with it. Okay, we're going to stick with it. But if you were a trader who likes to get out early after these situations, a goal swinging it in the favour, I mean, it's already over 100% return on the risk. So it's not a bad trade at all to get such an early goal in the second half. But yeah, for us, only half the job done. We're looking for Dusseldorf to level this. Let's see what happens. It's 2-1 on 49 minutes. 71 minutes and it's 2-2. Magdeburg 2, Dusseldorf 2. Let's press this cash out. Let's get this locked in. Okay. So as you know, we were expecting the match to be leveled. Okay. It was at half time, Magdeburg winning 2-0, but outperforming their XG, not worthy of the 2-0 lead. Okay. So from a football trading perspective, it was like an overpriced stock, and we knew that price was, or we were expecting that price to correct, and it has gone back. Okay, so here we are. We're going to lock in that profit, and you just saw the data. Let's have a look here. So you can see 1.55 on the expected goals, exactly level, and plugging in those numbers, we're exactly where we should be. A draw is a draw, and the expected correct score is 2-2, and it is now 2-2. Okay, so that has worked out exactly to plan, and we've leveled it. Okay, so the important thing to keep in mind with regards to following the XG is that we entered this trade opposing Magdeburg at 1.18 because the match was expected to be level. Okay, so we thought that price was wrong and the current match result was wrong. Okay, it is now 2-2, and now according to the XG, we're exactly where we should be. So this is the precise right time to be cashing out. Okay, so very often with football trading, a lot of people do get a little bit stuck. Oh, should I cash out? Should I let it run? What should I do? Well, you can clearly see, just looking at the XG, that the match is where it should be. It should be a 2-2 draw according to the XG. So that's the best time to cash out. Okay, we're going to let this match play, and then maybe in the later stages, the XG might change and it might indicate a Magdeburg win. It might indicate a Dusseldorf win, and you could take action at that particular point. But as far as we can see from the XG, this is where it should be, and this is the perfect time to cash out. So anyway, very nice trade. We laid them at 1.18, very low risk. We got out at 3.6, and we've locked in a very nice return on that initial risk of £45. Okay, so that's very many multiples. Okay, so anyway, we're out 2-2, Magdeburg 2, Dusseldorf 2. So as you can see, we got there in the end. The first trade of that example was a loser, but the second one we got the profit. And I just want to let a few newbies know that, look, if you're going to be doing these low lays, whether you're using XG data or not, patience is always required. When you're laying low prices, such as 1.18, as we did just there, then you're going to lose the majority of your trades. It doesn't matter how good your match reading is. It doesn't matter how good your XG data is. It doesn't matter if you've got a crystal ball. You're going to lose the majority of your trades. And the typical newbie is always going to misunderstand that and think, well, how can you be profitable if you lose the majority of your trades? Well, as you can see, the risk reward ratio is firmly in your favor. So you could lose a handful, 3-4 in a row, but one winner, depending on the odds you're laying, of course, but one winner will make up for those losses, which again is why patience is required. A lot of newbies like to lay low prices, but you're going to hit 4 or 5 losers in a row and then they give up. Okay, however, the 6-1 you went for might have been the winner, and that would have made up for everything and then put you into the profit. And then if you had another winner shortly, that's how you start to move ahead with it. But yeah, a lot of newbies, yeah, it just doesn't really work for them when it comes to the low price lays. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that because yeah, a lot of people can't really handle low price laying, and if you can't handle losing streaks or anything like that, then you shouldn't get involved. But anyway, look, we've got some more live examples coming up, but I just want to let you know, if you haven't downloaded this, you should do this ASAP before we take it offline. This is the free XG football trading prospectus ebook. Okay, if you like the look of using XG data alongside your football trading and you want to learn more, then download this free ebook and you can learn pretty much as everything you need to know. Okay, so click in the description. The link in the description is there. You can click that and fill out the form to get it. You can scan the QR code if you're on a big screen, or just go straight to xgfootballtrading.com. It's a free ebook, and all you got to do is take a look and see if you like the look of it, and if you want to start implementing XG into your football trading, then we'll show you how to do that. If you take a look and you decide it's not for you, well, it was a free download, so it's no big deal either way, right? You got nothing to lose. Anyway, as said, click the link in the description, visit xgfootballtrading.com, or just scan the QR code, and we are leaving that QR code on the screen throughout the rest of the video. So let's keep it going. We've got, the next one's pretty interesting, and yeah, bit of comedy for you. So let's get into that right now. So we're looking at this match here with Ipswich and Norwich. It's currently 0-0 at half-time. You can see Ipswich there, 1.74. Now we plugged in the numbers and potentially a bit of an opportunity here, okay? Ipswich's XG is very strong for so early in the match, and they are the odds-on favourite and the home favourite, so that's obviously in our favour as well when we're looking for this opportunity. So it's already indicating a home win. So there's already 1 goal overdue, and it's expected in favour of Ipswich. Okay, so the correct score according to the XG should be 1-0 already to Ipswich. It's not 1-0 already, so that's what gives us the potential for the opportunity here. Okay, well, tried to get that bet in the market. Oh, okay, there you go. Well, shows me for beating around the bush, pressing record, showing you the sheet, everything. I should have put this in I should have put the money in the market before. Okay. Anyway, that's a little bit frustrating. However, it's not really about getting a profitable trade and trying to show you that. It's more about showing you the opportunity, and we did show you a good example of the opportunity there. In the end, we were just too fast. Okay, well, not fast enough rather. So let me just quickly show you the chart, so we can see how this one developed. And Ipswich kicked off around 1.6. They've slowly drifted, and we've just spotted that opportunity to back Ipswich, but we weren't fast enough. Okay, I don't think there's any VAR in the Championship to maybe reverse this, so I guess that's going to be pretty much it. Okay, so anyway, look, as said, the whole point is to show you the opportunities, but you might just want to be a little bit quicker. And it is usually much easier to get on when you're not trying to record videos. Okay, it's already a delay pressing record, then I've got to show you the sheet, etc, etc. So anyway, yeah, looks like Ipswich have taken the lead on 34 minutes, and we've missed out on a profit, but that's absolutely fine. We're just demonstrating and showing you how to find these opportunities via XG, and we identified a strong start by Ipswich, and they've taken the lead. So that's it. Pretty much that's it. Ipswich 1, Norwich 0. Says half-time in this match, Panathinaikos 0, Haifa 1, which is interesting. You can see the stats there. And Haifa, they're winning 1-0. They're priced at 2.08. So they were a big underdog in this match, and they are leading at 1-0 at half-time. Now, naturally, as football traders, the thing to think about when you've got an underdog leading, should we go against that underdog? Okay, so we can look at the XG, and see what it says. Okay, are Haifa leading through luck, or is it deserved? And based on this, it is pretty much deserved. Okay, the expected correct score is where it should be at 1-0, and the current projected match result is currently in favour of Haifa. So Haifa, the underdog, are leading, but it's not by luck. They're actually outplaying the home team. So this price of 2.1 on Haifa is actually a backable price. So what we can do, and I think some people, you might have seen, we did have a video on this strategy before regarding backing winning teams when they're at a decent price. Now this price is going to start to steam as the second half develops, and so we can put in an order to say lay off some of this if we hit, like, say 1.6, and that will lower our liability there should we get caught by an equalizer. And if they do double the lead, that's even better. But anyway, let's get involved like that. Okay, we're going to back Haifa. We're backing the underdog. The underdog is winning, and we're going to back them. It's not something that we do every day, but the XG is pointing us in that direction. So let's see how it goes. We're going to have to definitely keep a good eye on the data, because Panathinaikos might turn this around in the second half, and we've got to be prepared to potentially exit at that point. So anyway, let's see what happens. 1-0 at half time. We're back in the underdog. 74 minutes. We've had a goal, and it's gone the way we expected. Haifa have doubled the lead. So their price has crashed into 1.12 at the moment. Remember, we had a lay order of 1.6 on Haifa. That wasn't taken. Okay, so they actually doubled the lead just before that was taken. We'll bring up the chart actually just to quickly assess that. But let's just get this lay order taken. Okay, so that gives us £97 of green. We're going to leave that on Haifa. They're 2-0 up, so there's no reason to cash it out at the moment. While they remain 2-0 up, we can just leave it and leave the green sitting on them. If there's a goal pulled back by Panathinaikos, then maybe at that point we cash it out, but that might not even happen. So yeah, let me just show you. The price didn't hit 1.67. Okay, it looked like it went as low as around 1.74 possibly, not really too sure. 1.82 vast majority of money. But anyway, you saw how the trade worked there, and it was slightly different from a lot of the other examples. In football trading, when an underdog is winning, we tend to go against the underdog, and that's what a lot of football traders have done almost automatically for years, is see an underdog that's winning, immediately go against them. However, now with XG, we can very quickly see whether that underdog is worthy of the lead or not. If they're not worthy of the lead, we can easily go against them. If they're worthy of the lead, we can back them at a pretty decent value price of 2.1. To back a team at 2.1 that's already winning is a bit of a gift, especially if they are worthy of that lead. So anyway, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave the 97 on Haifa, unless Panathinaikos pull one back, then we'll cash it out, but we're going to try and push for the biggest profit we can. So anyway, nice trade. We backed them at 2.1. We got out at 1.13. Let's yeah, that's pretty much it. Panathinaikos 0, Haifa 2. And just to show you, in the 90th minute, Panathinaikos have pulled one back, so it is now 2-1. And so this could be that situation where now you do lock in the profits across all the outcomes. So we'll do that just to quickly show you how this can happen, okay? Because in other situations, this could have just ended up as a 2-0 win to Haifa with no further goals, and we could have locked in that full profit. But we've given it a go, and in the end they have conceded. So just to make the profit safe and locked in, you can take action at that point. So anyway, just wanted to show you. Doesn't really change much in the grand scheme of things, because remember, it's all about how we spotted the opportunity using XG. But I just wanted to show you how this trade ended. So probably the final score, 2-1 to Haifa. So I hope you enjoyed checking all that out. At the end of the day, in this video, you've seen a variety of different trades all done using the live XG data. I do want to stress this wasn't really about showing you any particular strategies, just showing you how we're using the data to find these profitable trades without sitting and watching the match for hours or being live at the match or anything like that. Okay, that's the main idea behind it. And anyway, as you can see, it's very, very useful. So if you haven't already got this ebook, this is going to be online for a little while longer. And Really, you should grab it. It's absolutely free to download. Click the link in the description. It's the XG Football Trading Prospectus ebook. Click the link in the description to download a copy. Scan that QR code or just visit xgfootballtrading.com. Put in your very best email address and we will email it right to you. And the main thing you're going to learn all about is how and why live XG data is changing the game for many football traders and how you can take advantage of this revolution. Okay, this is not going away. This is football trading for the foreseeable future. And when I say foreseeable future, I mean the next decade plus. Okay, so if you're not learning this now, you're going to have to learn it eventually, but you want to get first mover advantage. So anyway, as said, link is in the description to grab it or scan that QR code or just go onto xgfootballtrading.com. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, there should be a good video on the screen right now for you to check out. And apparently it's a video that you might not have watched yet. So I strongly urge you to click on that video, go grab another nice cold beer, and I'll see you in the next video.